NXT got taken to the extreme tonight. Fog Wrestling's going to take you to the extreme and beyond, breaking it down, talking about a bunch of guys and girls in their 50s coming back to give us one mediocre night on a Wednesday.
Wednesday night, extreme nights. It was an extremely difficult watch, but you know what? I appreciate what they did, bringing some of the old ECW people back for one night only. And I gotta be honest, I don't think the ECW people look that bad. See, when you seen this show tonight, it gave me hope that there could be one more ECW.
I'm going to say
one night stand.
I think this is unthinkable. I actually think Rob Van Dam was the worst. Looked the worst. Which I think a couple of years ago.
Well, to be fair, he didn't do anything, but maybe that's why he didn't do anything.
No, I think around Van Dam's face, he looks he looks like he's aged. I quote it, he looks like Steven Seagal. That's not a good thing. That's a bad thing. You know, Francine Dawn Marie looked fine. The Dudleys don't seem to age. Bubba Ray hasn't really lost a step in the ring. Rhino hasn't aged since 99.
Dawn Marie,
who else was on the show?
Dawn Marie,
Nunzio is, for some reason, got no % body fat.
Dawn Marie and Francine look a little bit older, but they don't look 20 years older. Like, they really don't.
Yeah.
And both of them must be well into their 50s now,
I
because
think Francine... I think they're all... I checked. Bubba Ray was 53. I think Van Dam's 53. I think Dawn Marie was 53. Didn't check any other ages, but it's like they're probably all 53. I know Rhino, for a fact, was the youngest.
I mean, what's Rhino doing? Bring him back.
It's because of the TNA deal. But anyway, we have to talk about the show. They went head-to-head with Dynamite. We actually watched both shows simulcast. I can guarantee you which one I preferred.
Simultaneously, so let's get into it. And to be honest, gotta keep it real, because we're watching both shows at the same time. Probably weren't able to pay as much attention as we would have liked.
But the fact of the matter is this, right? As shite as we can say NXT was, and well, why they bring in 55-year-old guy? See, when Nunzio appears, I care more about him than I do the Death Riders. Whatever they're fucking called.
Who's the Death Riders?
Claudio. Fucking Wheeler Diner Kitten. You know what I mean? Fucking Nunzio comes out straight out of Burger Belson circa 1945. I give a fuck about that more than I do Claudio. Ring of Honor.
Nunzio.
Auschwitz.
Nunzio does legit look like he's just came out of someone's basement. He's been like trapped there for like 2 months or something.
Tony Marmalukes forgot to feed him fucking about 20 years ago, but...
Anyway, right, opening match, Jada Parker versus Lola Face in a hardcore match. They call it a hardcore match, and when was the last time we had a hardcore match? Now, I don't know if they called it a hardcore match, but...
They did.
Wrestling headlines are calling it.
No, they did. The graphic definitely appeared.
Now, is that
hardcore match.
Is that because it's the ECW arena? It feels like... Man, it feels like I would have to go as far as saying... close to maybe 20 years. And maybe you had them in around 06, 07. But honestly, I think it's been at least a minimum 15 years since I remember a hardcore match.
You're probably right. Yeah, McMahon just did away with those terminologies.
We've heard them just be called no DQ, falls count anywhere.
Edge against Mick Foley at WrestleMania 22 is the last time I can remember a match being called a hardcore match.
Anyway, it was Jada Parker versus Lola Face, battle of the chicks with the two biggest asses in NXT. I mean, that seems to be it. Dawn Marie did not look like a referee. You could just tell that she wasn't really, comfortable in that spot. Just the way she walked around, just awkwardly getting in the way and stuff like that. But here, who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
More over than whatever referee they could pull it for the back.
Fucking better than Aubrey Edwards,
you know
that's
what I
for
mean?
sure.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not going to criticise her refereeing skills. At the end of the day, she count it free. As long as you can count the free, as long as you're smart enough to get the free, then un, deux, trois, it doesn't matter.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, down.
So, Jada Parker, Lola... I mean, there was some decent wee spots and stuff like that, but just a kind of lack of psychology in the end, isn't it? It's a lack of selling. I mean, it was kind of like move after move. Oh, you do a move to me on the weapon, and then I'll do a move to you on the weapon. I think the women, not even the women, just wrestlers in general nowadays, they do like. So, I mean, if you look at Bubba Ray, as soon as Bubba Ray gets in the ring, he takes a couple of, he takes a couple of like clubbing blows. He takes a shoulder block for Ridge Holland, and he's down.
He sells the fuck.
He's selling it. He's against the ropes. He's looking at Ridge Holland. He's putting over the strength of Ridge Holland. That's the difference between Bubba Ray, you know, a guy that can make his opponent look good. Doesn't need to do a 450 fucking moonsault off the top rope. But you've got Bubba Ray, who is legitimately selling and being taken back by a shoulder block. And then in this opening women's match, you just had big move after big, backbreaker on the steel chair, kick out. Smashed over the head with a brick, kick out. Jada Parker did her finishing move earlier, halfway through the match, into the ladder, kick out. You know, man, it's just sometimes less is more.
I think Bubba Ray, is a very underrated seller. I'd say he's up in the top. Well, I mean, it's hard to say he's in the top 5, but I think he's got a unique style that works. And
psychology-wise, he understands wrestling.
Yeah, he understands wrestling. Understand this though. Jada Parker won. Decent enough opener.
I like Jada Parker's. I don't know. I mean, I kind of like the unique little nameplates when they come out.
It's like GTA 5 or 6 even they're going for there. But,
no, but everyone's got like unique nameplates. I don't know if I like that or not.
But I mean, I thought the match was alright. It makes sense to do a hardcore match this ECW. But I don't know. I feel like they kind of went half in. They didn't fully commit to it. I feel like if we're going to fully commit to this, it almost needs to be like a pay-per-view.
Why not?
Like NXT One Night Stand or something.
Give us it.
Fuck it, yeah.
Anyway, Ethan Page and Ridge Holland backstage.
I can't stand these two.
They're talking about the birthplace of America, but they say it's fitting that an Englishman and a Canadian are here to fight Trick Williams and Bubba Ray. So I mean, who cares really at the end of the day? Ridge Holland says he believes that Ethan Page deserves to be the NXT champion, but he says he needs to be the NXT champion. So tonight they're going to put their differences aside in this dump that they call the ECW Arena. And they say they're going to drag the other two down to the lowest points of their careers. And Ethan Page says that tonight there will be 100% no tables. We then get RVD backstage. You've got Kalani Jordan perfectly doing the splits. I mean, she's just splat out on the two like production truck things. What do you call them? Storage boxes, production boxes.
I don't think Van Damme's got this in his locker anymore.
And then you've got Van Damme doing a half-assed one that I could do. So I mean, it was like, and Kalani Jordan looked like she wasn't breaking a sweat, and RVD looked like he'd wrestled a 20-minute match. So
I think Van Damme has done all he can. I mean, there's no need. Van Damme's got nothing to prove at his age.
Van Damme can come back and have one-off matches, but I think that we are delusional if you still believe that he has got a championship run in him.
Oh, fuck aye.
Because
could he come back?
Could he work a Goldberg style match? Yes, but he's not Goldberg, so he's not going to do that.
That's the problem.
Goldberg can get away with squashing somebody in 4 minutes. RVD,
his moveset doesn't equal a squash. I mean,
maybe he's been partying lately. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt.
But he looks fucked.
Yeah, but maybe
not physically, physically, but not like.
Look, maybe if you said to RVD, give you 2 months to get in shape, he could do it.
Because I'm Rob Van Dam.
So Kalani Jordan leaves. She tells him the office is this way, and then RVD gets attacked by Wesley with a steel chair. We then see the family. They run into Sean Spears and Brooks Jensen at Tony and Nick's Philly cheesesteak restaurant. Nunzio joins the conversation. He wants to know why the Don hasn't been answering his phone calls.
Probably because
the Don doesn't know who he is. But we did have Tony Mamaluke here tonight. First time I've seen him since. Did we see him after December to Dismember?
He could have been a TNA EV 2.0. Some shitey version of that.
It could have been. Anyway, Nunzio says that basically you're not paying your dues, Tony, and tonight you are going to pay. And you're going to pay by fighting me for the championship. So, Nunzio says that Don is going to be paying his taxes tonight by giving them a crack at the NXT American Championship.
And I, for one, I'm looking forward to none. But then I like surprises, but I'll be intrigued to see what they do in the rating. Do you think they'll beat Dynamite?
No.
You don't?
No, I don't.
I mean, looking at the shows, obviously we prefer Dynamite, No, no, definitely not Dynamite. NXT, mate. It's ECW, right? I prefer the old guys for ECW than fucking the shitey excuse on Dynamite. But Dynamite's got an overrun, which is currently taking place that I'm paying zero fucking attention to because Take a Shit is on the screen, and I'd rather take a shitter. But the point is, they beat them a few weeks ago, but that was, that was the second week, wasn't it, of the CW network?
What are you on about? NXT's been beating AEW every week apart from last week. Since they moved to CW?
Yeah, but I've just got a feeling that they're not going to beat them this week.
No, I don't think they will either. I just said that, so...
It'll be interesting to see, and...
I think you've lost it like RVD. You're past it.
No, I've not lost it. I think
you've not got what it takes anymore.
I think it would just be a shame to see RVD, Bubba, Devon, Rhino...
get beat by fucking Orange Cassidy.
That's pretty much my point.
Right, anyway. Up next, second match, Wes Lee versus Siobhan Evans. Wasn't a bad match, but the sad reality is I just do not care. Do not care about any of these guys. RVD comes out at the end. He attempts to get in the ring while Wes Lee's coming out the ring to meet him. So then it's kind of awkward because he gets up in the apron and he has to climb back down. Then Wes Lee tries to hit him with a chair. RVD ducks. Then RVD is standing behind him. Could attack him, but then he maneuvers in front of him just to kind of do a stance and then move it the way so Siobhan Evans can come off the top rope, dives over the top, and then he hits an RKO cutter, splashing cutter or some shit like that. 1, 2, 3. Siobhan Evans celebrates with RVD. I don't know, disappointing. I want to see RVD wrestle. I don't care if he's not got it anymore.
It's mad though, seeing you think of it, right? ECW has been dead 23 years. 23 years, which means if you were 23 when it died, you're 46.
But yeah,
no wonder these guys are in their 50s.
No, but we love these guys of the past and they're over and we care about them and we want to see them. I just do not see that being reciprocated when in 20 years' time you might have, let's say, a Wes Lee and a Siobhan Evans appear somewhere. I don't think we're going to care. 20 years ago those guys were on NXT, this is great.
Siobhan Evans, he's got the rub off Van Damme, the rub off Orton. I believe he interacted with Punk as well. Has he went up in your estimation?
No.
As for this, I thought this was quite awkward, to be honest. The spots where a Van Damme, it's like he had to get attacked off screen as well. I'm wondering if he's got some only wrestlers contract written in where he's not allowed to take bumps. Don't know what fucking significance that
I mean, only wrestlers. He's the fucking owner of it.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe he's not allowed to take bumps or something. Because why was it off screen, the attack, and then he stood there like the Spider-Man meme pointing at each other?
I don't really know. Anyway, up next we have Ava, Mr. Stone, Stevie Turner. Ava comes out. I cannot stand Ava. Cuts a promo. Wasn't really paying attention. I think at this point...
See, if she didn't have the Rock's forehead, I'd demand a paternity test.
I mean, at this point, we were either watching the Jericho match on AEW or making matches. One of the two. Maybe doing both of those things, actually.
No, I mean, we did pay attention to this because Rhino came out and gored fucking...
Aye, but until Rhino came out, man,
Stone was... New Yorkers are tougher than Philadelphia. Fuck, even Boston fans are hardcore.
The lights went out and I thought we were getting Sandman.
But no,
is he still alive?
Yeah. Don't worry about that. Sandman's still alive.
Jim Fillington, aye.
Sandman Sabu still kicking. But no, I think's tragic.
He replied to me once on Twitter. Long time ago.
Did you offer him 20 pack and a few cigarettes? But no, I think's tragic. WWE will lower themselves to like the standard of Sexy Red, but I don't think they'll bring back the Sandman, who would be coming to the ring reeking of secondhand smoke.
I tell you what, I'm going to find the Sandman. I'm going to reach out to the Sandman. I'm going to see if I can get him right here on Fog Wrestling. Because see if Triple H is making time for trash like Sexy Red in this business, we're going to make time for the Sandman.
Do you want to get him to do an entrance to our mansion? Might take a wee while.
No, I mean, we might not have the financial capabilities that Triple H can offer Sexy Red, but nah, man, it's sick. I fucking hate. Oh, we can't have the Sandman. That guy's too Remember R-Tooth just came out that one time and lit up a cigarette, and it was like fucking epic, just because you're like, holy shit. I mean, come on. This Sandman in One Night Stand.
Sandman's got like the most I mean, it's up there for the best entrance ever.
I mean, the guys
Wesley and Stevie Turner and people like that. What the fuck? They're not going to compete ever. Like anything ever.
I mean, he comes out smoking a fag, drinking, bursting the beer can over his head.
He's bust open before he gets down the first flight of stairs.
Cane in the air, fucking putting beer over the chest of women and drinking it. I mean, like, what fucking more do you want?
He's busted open and the match hasn't even begun yet. Enter Sandman blasting, Foley greeting about Kamala. What else do you want?
Could they not have got Joey Styles back tonight?
Yeah, I think they missed an opportunity. Not bringing Styles back. Obviously, can't bring Taz. But I think Paul Heyman.
Oh, breaking news. Powerhouse Hobbs has returned in AEW Dynamite.
Do you not think, though, they should have brought Paul Heyman back?
No,
see if you want to go head-to-head with Dynamite, why not have a Bloodline segment with Paul Heyman? Like, why can't Paul Heyman kick off the show, do the whole ECW stick, and then Roman Reigns comes out, and he's like, I need you, Paul, and then moves his job out like he's took some of fucking
Nunzio pins Roman Reigns clean.
Aye.
That's not going to happen.
With what's his maneuver? The
Sicilian slice.
The Sicilian slice.
The one slice of pizza.
Across Roman Reigns' fucking throat.
I don't think he's had many slices of pizza lately, Nunzio.
No.
Little Guido.
I think he eats just the pepperoni slices and fucks the rest of the pizza in the bin. Anyway, good seeing Rhino, but I mean, the TNA
Hits a
deal.
gore, hits a spear. Gore! Right. Then Metaphor tries to pick a fight with Julia and Stephanie Fakir. Nobody cares.
Stephanie Fakir speaks in fucking Spanish. Who cares, man? And then, who was it?
English.
Santino Morella's daughter had to translate.
Is that who that was? Didn't notice.
Alright, third match, Trick Williams and Bubba Ray against Ethan Page and Ridge Holland. I thought this match was shite apart from Bubba Ray.
Yeah, no, Bubba Ray did his selling, Bubba Ray did the psychology, but I mean, he didn't really do much apart for that. He was kind of just a passenger, unfortunately, stood on the ringside apron. Came into the ring, thought he was going to unload some offense. He hit 2 punches, then got taken out by a big boot. And that was his part done. He sits in the corner.
Looking at the corner.
Trick Williams takes a move that I did not expect to beat him. What was it? Was it a roll-up or something?
Roll-up, aye.
1, 2, 3. Ridge Holland beats
Was
Trick
it a
Williams.
botch? It almost makes me think it was a botch. Like, why is Ridge Holland pinning him?
Then, after the match, they beat them down. Bubba Ray makes a save. They get Ethan Page. Bubba tells Trick to get the tables after they do the whole diving Devon headbutt with Trick Williams. But Trick says there is no tables. The tables are over there. Ethan Page has got rid of them all. But wait! Get down. It's Devon Dudley. Devon comes out with a table. Trick Williams has to help him get in the ring because I guess Devon is like a invalid these days. So
Right.
Like 60 years old.
I didn't like this because Devon doesn't get a 3D. We don't even get a 3D. Why can't they do a triple 3D or double 3D?
I wonder if Triple H was like, here, Devon can come back, but he's not allowed to get
He's
any
not allowed
wood.
to get in the ring for whatever fucking reason.
So yeah.
I don't get this. It's like
a double choke slam. It's like just shite.
This is like, oh, we need to include the new guys with the old guys, but we can't have the old guys do their stick in case the new guys feel left out.
Well, can Trick Williams not at least take the Devon part and lift him for the 3D? Or Trick Williams can just move his fucking arse out the way and let Devon...
He took the pin in the match. I'm sure he can fucking stand and watch while the Dudleys hit the 3D.
I mean, we all wanted the 3D. Nobody cared about a double choke slam or double...
It felt very dead. Like, it felt great. Devon come out, the crowd's going ballistic, and then they do that.
I mean, this would be like Shawn Michaels and Triple H coming out, but then letting somebody else do the whole DX stick.
Yeah.
Letting Ava Rain go, oh, let's get ready to suck it. Well, Shawn Michaels just stands on the outside looking awkward, you know? It's like...
His eye told him to go the wrong way or something.
I don't get it. Anyway, it is what it is. It was alright. It was nice. It was
alright.
Nice to see him. Right, we then get up next, Carmen Petrovic and Ashanti the Adonis have an argument. Honestly, don't know what it was about, don't care. Fourth match, Tony D'Angelo and the Family versus Nunzio. You know, decent wee match. I enjoyed seeing Nunzio wrestling. I enjoyed seeing Nunzio back, looking very skinny though. You could literally see his spinal cord. I mean, he needs to put a bit of weight on. I know he's always been a slim guy, but Jesus Christ.
How much does he weigh? Soaking wet. 140?
Probably about 2 Orange Cassidys.
Yeah, maybe 2 Orange Cassidy's, but geez, I mean, I like seeing Nunzio.
Yeah, he gets the brass knucks. Tony D gets the crowbar. Tony D then chucks the crowbar at Nunzio. Nuncio's like, oh shit, can't use this. The referee's looking. A bit of confusion in the end there. You had Tony and Mama Luke, and you had the family up in the aprons there. The referee, I don't know, I mean, it looked a bit fucking weird at the end of the day. Nunzio runs at Tony D, gets lifted up for the finisher. And while Tony D's got him in the air, Nunzio decides to cross himself, I guess, because he knows what's happening next. And it was a comedy moment. I enjoyed it. Bang, splash, 1, 2, 3. Tony D picks the win up, and then after the match, they all embrace each other. And it looks like the D'Angelo family and the FBI they're tight.
They're going to be dishing out Sicilian slices. Up next, though, we've got William Regal.
Yeah, nice Sicilian slice, by the way, from Nunzio.
It was alright.
Which is basically just a middle rope Faymaster for anybody that doesn't know.
Yeah.
If you now you know.
Get to know, though. William Regal says, "Hey, son, you could be like Lex's king. He proves he's not his father's son, buddy." Don't know why I'm doing that voice for William Regal, but point is, it's like...
Did he bury Lex's king there?
No,
I think
he was putting him over. I think he was burying his own son. He's like, look, you don't have to be like me, even though being like me would be pretty good. But see, Brian Pillman, right? I never really rated the guy, but he's fucking light years clear of anyone on this show, apart from all the old ECW guys.
Oh, aye.
William Regal.
Aye, Brian Pillman, crazy, but flying Brian.
Like I seen the other day, it was like, 28 years since the Pillman with a gun segment. What? Seen 28 years time, right? If I'm still talking about this, God help me. But I mean, seriously, what are we going to be talking about? Oh, on this day,
well,
in 2024.
I'd argue Brian...
Stevie Cool talked about the fact that Brian Pillman, 28 years prior, whipped out a gun.
You say you're not a big fan of Brian Pillman. I would argue Brian Pillman was before your time. Not that it was really my time, but I'd probably say...
Yeah,
but then again, you've probably watched more old stuff than I have. So
I watched right up to June 98, feel 95, before YouTube took down my channel, by the way. I watched Pillman in WCW. I watched him in ECW, and I watched him in WWE.
What was he best in?
I'd probably say WWE. That's what he was in the Hart Foundation, and he brought a gun. Well, yeah, he had a gun at his house, but
Pillman's got a gun. Anyway, I can't stand the no quarter catch crew. What a shite. Don't care for them. We then got a Nikita Lyons vignette. Boring. Don't care.
Have a fat ass.
Ava and Axiom and Nathan Fraser backstage. No one's taking Axiom seriously. He's like, do we need to be there next week for the challengers? And she's like, no.
He's just sitting there in a fucking turtleneck, man. Who can take this serious?
Yeah, but I mean, at least Rey Mysterio's got eyes missing. They've got the wee slits at the eye patch. I mean, this Axiom guy can't fucking see.
It's the same with Excalibur, though. It's just like, what are we doing?
This looks like a turd.
No, honestly, see if there was a foot. Say one of these refs.
Why can't they show their eyes? I get it.
Say Nathan Fraser died tonight, right? Car crash or something. Would he turn up dressed like that? I mean, I think he probably would. Anyway, Francine was in the front row.
Didn't look that old either.
EC-Dub.
And Billy Ray looked alright. I tell you what, man. If anyone has got a right to be fucked, it probably is all the ECW guys.
Yeah, but the ECW people have aged alright.
Although you could argue the ECW guys that have aged the best are probably the more sensible ECW guys. Your Tommy Dreamers, your Bubba Rays.
Have you seen Tommy Dreamer, mate? Fat man bun, looks fucked. Steven Seagal. I said Rob Van Dam.
Nah, come on.
Rob Van Dam's the stunt double to Tommy
Dreamer. But look at all the ones that were doing the fucking hardcore drugs.
Sandman,
RVD. I mean, Bills Mahoney, and all those other guys.
New Jack.
The reason all the fucking hardcore guys in ECW don't look that old is because they're all fucking ready dead. That's the fact. They've already overdosed. They've already Axel Rotten, another guy. I'm sure he did.
Every Dudley apart from the three that mattered are all dead.
yeah. I mean, what a place to be, man.
No,
I wouldn't be surprised if Heyman started that drug culture. Just to try and get people off their tits so they'd work for free.
I don't know.
No, I reckon it was probably Heyman that.
Do you think he was just whipping out a duffel bag with the drugs instead of?
No, I don't. But he could have started it. He could have got the ball rolling. Here's a wee
speedball.
Here's a wee quarter, Sandman. Try this one for size.
New Jack coming out with a cheese grater, fucking Gangster's Paradise blasting. I can't remember whose tag team partner they were. They just came out.
Two Cold Scorpio? No.
I think it was at one point, but they just came out with like blades and fucking cheese and started stabbing by people. Fucking down.
All the greatest gangster rap songs playing. What a fucking time to be alive.
Joey Styles. Oh my god, there's fucking arteries and veins getting slashed over the fucking joint.
That must have been tough for Joey, one man commentating. Like, I never shop as well.
No.
I mean, it was just like a constant. I mean, like talking for an hour straight. Anyway, let's move on then. I love DCW. I know a lot of people didn't really like it, and some people said it was fucking garbage. And I'll accept, like, it was all over the place. But I mean, we've said that many a times. You know, it's like chaos and car crash TV can be good TV, and that's what I think ECW is.
Fact is, we're talking about it 23 years later.
But here, my least favourite part of ECW was when they tried the technical wrestling stuff.
Yeah.
My least favourite part of ECW is when you got your Benoit versus Eddie's.
No. Juventud Guerrero against Ray. I mean, still good, like, but not a shame.
I wanted the Sandman coming out with the beer and fucking all that shit. Anyway, let's move into the main event here. 10-woman tag team match. Julia, Stephanie Fakir, Kalani Jordan, Saria, Jordan Grace versus Roxanne Perez, Cora Jade, Fatal Influence. Main event here for NXT. I hate Jordan Grace, so therefore I'm unhappy that team won. I say hates. I hate's a strong word. I really dislike Jordan Grace.
I'll say hater then. I mean, this match wasn't that good. It's just setting up spots, sloppy spots. I mean, according to our comment section in Twitter, there's about 4 megastars in this match. So, yeah, I'm going to assume this will be the best quarter and it'll single-handedly beat AEW. Oh, wait, no, they won't. Because the women don't. I did the SmackDown quarters, folks. Every quarter with the women in it did worse than the ones with the men in it. It is what it is. It's always the fucking same.
Well,
I feel like in NXT it might not matter as much because there ain't anybody worth a damn.
Well, I mean, I'll be honest. By the time we got to this point, you had 25 minutes left of the show. We know that we'd already seen the ECW. People weren't going to get anybody else. We'd seen Bubba Ray, we'd seen RVD, we'd seen Rhino, we'd seen Nunzio. At this point, I mean, I was just kind of tuning out, to be fair.
And it just ends, right, with them all holding their hands up in the ring. Like, where's the ECW involvement?
Next week, they're going to have deadline qualifiers, so
Why not fucking Paul Heyman? The referee gets took out and Paul Heyman runs down for the 1, 2, 3 or something. Something to send the fans.
Paul Heyman runs?
Right, Paul Heyman waddles like the fuck. Here, Paul Heyman would make a good penguin.
Fucking would, wouldn't he?
Book. Right, anyway, that's where we're going to leave it. I'll rate this show. I'll give it a 3 out of 10. I thought it was alright. It's funny how a 3 out of 10 is alright.
I'll give it a 4. It's a 4 for me. 3.5.
It was pretty pish though, wasn't it?
It wasn't great. It was disappointing.
Take out the ECW, like it's probably like a 1 or something, but yeah. Drugs and ECW. You can't beat it. Woo.